So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Essentially, you and the state have not been able to work out an agreement, so you're coming to me for punishment for purposes of this case that you want to end today. Is that right? You need to understand that you give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You're facing 180 days in jail. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, the right to be arraigned, charged with in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal.
Pause right there. When the judge says, you give up the right to appeals, that's a huge deal. It means the defendant can't come back later and say, wait, I changed my mind. In legal terms, this is final. No do-overs, no mulligans. Imagine signing a contract you can't ever take back. That's exactly what's happening here.
So whatever happens today happens, and that's it. There's no turning around and trying to change your mind. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm a firm believer that everybody deserves a chance. Really. But the problem is we have people that we give them chances and they take the chance, but then it continues to happen over and over and over. And that's what we are trying to prevent from happening with you, Mr. Sager. You know, we all make mistakes, but the problem is that when you make a mistake where you're in danger of someone's life, you have to take notice. And when you don't, and when it continues to happen, if it continues to happen, the sentences get longer. The costs become bigger, especially with the DWI.
Okay, this is called a deferred adjudication. It's like a legal second chance. If the defendant follows every rule perfectly for a year, there's no conviction on record. But if they mess up, boom, instant jail time. Think of it as probation with a trap door underneath.
Now you're facing, like I said, the 6 months. Your lawyer's asking me to set you for a deferred, which is a type of probation that if you complete, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. I will do this for you today. I will set you on a 1-year deferred. I'm going to sentence you to 180 days in jail, and I will not find you guilty, and I will put you on this deferred for a year. However, you will be required to satisfy conditions. If you do, fantastic, you will not end up with a conviction on your record. But you need to understand something. For all intents and purposes, if you're pulled over, an officer's going to see this. They're not going to give a rat's behind whether it's a deferred, whether it's a conviction, whether it's a dismissal. If they see that you have a prior DWI and they smell alcohol on you, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So what I'm trying to say is that even if you have half a beer, a sip of something, don't get into a car because it's a huge risk. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So it is a 180-day, 1-year deferred. You will maintain a guardian interlock while you're on this deferred. You will do a DWI education class, a victim impact panel. Do you have children? We will do a parenting class in lieu of community service.
Sure.
No drugs, alcohol. You will do what's called a TRAS to see if you need other conditions. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill those conditions. No breath test refusal, meaning that if you're pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it while you're on this probation. If you don't, you're in violation. If you violate this probation, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. We will have a hearing to see if you violated this. And as you see all the people that came out, you're going to be dressed in orange. We're going to bring you back out. We're going to have a hearing to see if you violated. If you do, or if you did, you're looking at 180 days. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind running his license to see if it's eligible, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't forget anything, did I? That's about it. So the only other thing I'd like to know now is whether your license is eligible or not. Because if it's not eligible, I'm going to order you not to drive and we'll give you a portable device. You're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid license and liability insurance in your name. You must maintain car insurance while you're on this probation. You must give them proof so that we know that you're driving legally.
It's eligible.
Wonderful. Okay. I'm not going to suspend your license now, so you can continue to drive, but you must get an interlock within 7 days. Do you understand?
7 days?
Correct.
That $3,000 surcharge the judge mentions? Welcome to the hidden cost of justice in Texas. DWIs aren't just about jail. They're about money, insurance hikes, court fees. It adds up fast. And if you hit a second offense, that doubles to $6,000. So when the judge says, beware, he's not being dramatic, he's being real. Engagement hook. Do you think fines like this actually stop people from reoffending? Or is it just another revenue stream?
Do you have any questions?
No, sir, not at this time.
And the only other thing that I'm going to impart to you now is that DWI is huge business in Texas. There is a $3,000 surcharge. Is this a 0.15 or above? It is.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above? Oh, well, I guess you didn't. It's not pled as such, right? Okay. So the reason I'm trying to tell you is that there's a $3,000 surcharge that tags onto you when you pick up one of these types of cases. I'm going to waive it for you now, but on a second DWI, it's a $6,000 surcharge. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail. And I routinely put it on seconds. So beware, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. You pick up another one, not to mention a minimum of 30 days. Well, there's no minimum because deferred. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thanks.